Lil Iguana presents Mike and His Bike. Stay tuned after this episode for a fun song related to the story.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you wanna come and play? We'll learn to do what's safe for you, the Lil Iguana way. We'll be dancing, we'll be singing, and telling stories too. There's so much to learn with all our friends and Lil Iguana too. There's so much to learn with all our friends and Lil Iguana too.
As Lil Iguana brushed his teeth in front of the mirror, he started to daydream about the new skate park that was opening soon. He had been practicing his skateboarding in the driveway for weeks and was excited to show off his new tricks. Just then, the sound of laughter poured down the hallway and into the bathroom where Lil Iguana was busy thinking about the skate park. Lil Iguana perked up and remembered his family was waiting for him downstairs. Lil Iguana finished brushing his teeth and ran across the hallway, down the stairs, and around the corner to the kitchen where his family was telling jokes. "There you are, sleepyhead," said Mama Iguana. Lil Iguana's sisters, CK and Allie, giggled and smiled at their big brother.
"Ready to make some breakfast with the fruit we picked?"
asked Allie. The day before, the family had gone to visit their neighbor Roos at his farm. Roos was a friendly neighbor and excellent farmer when he wasn't taking naps in his hammock. At the farm, the siblings were invited to pick some fruit to take home with them. CK, Allie, and Lil Iguana all shared a basket and picked big round blueberries, shiny red strawberries, and even a watermelon. This morning, they were going to make a fruit salad with all the ingredients from the visit to the farm. "First, let's start by washing all the fruit," said Mama Iguana. The siblings each took turns washing the produce they picked themselves. Lil Iguana went to the cabinet to get a big bowl while Mama Iguana cut the watermelon. CK grabbed a big handful of blueberries and slowly dropped each one from high above. The bright blue berries made clink and clank sounds as they fell into the bottom of the bowl below. Lil Iguana held up 2 strawberries in front of his eyes and made a funny face with his mouth. His family laughed at his silliness. Allie dropped in the watermelon pieces and stirred everything together.
"I think it's ready to eat,"
said Lil Iguana. They all took a big scoop of fruit salad and some scrambled eggs that Mama Iguana had made and sat at the table.
"Wow, these strawberries taste delicious,"
said Lil Iguana. Everyone nodded while their mouths were stuffed with breakfast. It was a beautiful day and the sun was shining so bright. Mama Iguana talked about how she was going to garden, and CK and Allie were going to practice their gymnastic moves in the backyard. "What are you going to do today, Lil Iguana?" Mama Iguana asked. Lil Iguana shrugged and started to think about what he could do on this sunny Sunday. Just then, the phone rang.
"Can I get the phone, Mama?"
asked Lil Iguana. "Yes, you may," she said. Lil Iguana walked over to the phone and picked it up.
"Iguana household, this is Lil Iguana."
It was Lil Iguana's friend Jags on the phone. Lil Iguana was excited to hear from Jags, knowing she always had the best plans for the day. She told him that the new skate park was finally opening today.
"No way! We have been waiting forever!"
Jags asked Lil Iguana if he wanted to go to the skate park with her and her mom. Lil Iguana knew he had to get permission before going anywhere with anyone. He put down the phone and looked Mama Iguana right in the eyeballs.
"Can I go with Jags and her mom to the skate park?"
Mama Iguana agreed, and Lil Iguana ran to the garage to grab his skateboard. "What about the rest of your breakfast?" Mama Iguana shouted after him. Lil Iguana felt a rumble in his belly and came back to the table. After breakfast, Lil Iguana helped Mama Iguana clean up, and then got ready to visit the skate park with Jags. He found his skateboard and put on his knee pads, elbow pads, wrist guards, and helmet. He waved to Mama Iguana as she watched him walk a few houses down to Jags' house. When Lil Iguana arrived, Jags was in the shed looking for something. Things were flying out of the shed and landing on the lawn right in front of Lil Iguana.
Hey, Jags, what are you doing?
Asked Lil Iguana as he stood just out of aim. Jags couldn't find her helmet. She had already looked all over the house and in the car. Lil Iguana offered to help his friend look for her helmet. Jags smiled, and the friends searched in the shed and around the yard for a few minutes together. Jags sat down on the ground feeling frustrated.
Oh, well, we're never going to find it. Let's just go.
Lil Iguana got a weird feeling in his stomach. Something was not right. He did not think it was okay to go skateboarding without a helmet. What if Jags fell off her skateboard? Jags said she would be fine.
I've been practicing a lot recently. I'm basically an expert. I don't know. Maybe we should ask a wisdom keeper,
suggested Lil Iguana. Together, the friends held hands and sang.
Listen with your ears, look with your eyes, then ask for help from someone who's wise.
A nearby rock came to life as a wisdom keeper to offer guidance to the friends.
How can I help?
Jags can't find her helmet, but we're gonna be late. Is it okay if we leave without it?
Asked Lil Iguana. The wisdom keeper told them about how it's always important to wear your helmet, knee pads, elbow pads, and wrist guards when you are riding your skateboard.
Your head is fragile like an egg and can get hurt if you fall off your skateboard and hit your head,
said the wisdom keeper.
And turn into scrambled eggs like I had for breakfast,
said Lil Iguana. The friends laughed. The wisdom keeper reminded the friends that if they ever needed help, they should not be afraid or nervous to ask for it. If they feel overwhelmed, it is important to talk to the adult in charge to express their feelings and get help.
You're right. I should ask my mom for help to find my helmet. I want to be safe.
Jags knocked on the back window to get her mom's attention. Lil Iguana and Jags saw her mom walking to the door, and both waved with big smiles. Mama Jags greeted the friends and asked them if they were ready to go to the skate park.
Not yet, Mama. I can't find my helmet. Can you please help me to find it so Lil Iguana and I can be safe on our skateboards today?
They all walked over to the shed together. Mama Jags spotted the helmet on the tippity-top shelf and reached up to get it for Jags.
Whoa, I never would have found it up there. Thanks, Mom.
Jags had a purple helmet with lots of fun stickers all over it. It matched her purple polka-dotted knee pads and elbow pads. Lil Iguana and Jags put on their helmets and safety gear.
Now that you have all your safety gear, are you ready to visit the skate park?
Asked Mama Jags.
Wait, I don't have all my safety gear. I still need to grab my sunscreen,
said Jags.
I'll meet you in the car.
Mama Jags and Lil Iguana buckled up their seatbelts and they each heard a click. Jags hopped in the car and did the same.
Remember, you went too quick if you didn't hear the click.
It was a quick ride to the skate park. When they arrived, there were lots of people all crowded around. Mama Jags talked to the kids about being each other's buddy and staying together. They made a plan for if they got separated, where to meet, and who to ask for help. The skate park was filled with people on their skateboards, scooters, and bikes. Everyone was excited for the park to open and were showing off their new tricks. Jags saw their friend Mike riding his bike, but he wasn't wearing a helmet. Mike loved to ride his bike and he loved riding it fast. He would ride his bike down hills, jump across puddles, and race other kids in the neighborhood. Jags wondered why Mike didn't have his helmet. The wisdom keeper told them that it was never safe to ride without one. Lil Iguana remembered that Mike used to wear a really cool gray helmet with glow-in-the-dark stickers and wondered where it was.
Hey, Mike!
Yelled Lil Iguana as he waved to his friend.
Where's your helmet? I'm too cool for a helmet. I left it at home. I don't need it,
said Mike. Lil Iguana and Jags shrugged and went to a flat part of the skate park. The friends all started showing off their tricks at the park. They had so much fun, and Jags even landed her kickflip. There were lots of people at the skate park, and everyone was cheering the friends on as they tried the ramps.
Watch me jump,
said Mike. The friends all looked on as Mike rode his bike over a ramp. Just as he was landing, Mike's bike hit a rock and he fell off. The friends ran over and Mama Jags called for help. Mike had hurt his head and needed an adult. The next day, Mike wasn't at school, and everyone was worried. Lil Iguana's classmates were wondering where he was, and found out about what had happened at the skate park.
Do you think he's okay? Asked Jags. He fell off his bike pretty hard.
Their teacher, Mrs. Berry, calmed down the class.
I'm sure he's fine,
she said to reassure the class. After school, the buddies got permission to visit Mike at his house. When they got inside, Mike was sitting on the couch with a big bandage on his head.
Hey, Mike, are you feeling any better?
Asked Jags. Mike was feeling better, but his head still hurt.
I'm sorry you fell off your bike,
said Lil Iguana.
But I'm glad you're okay.
Mike felt embarrassed that he didn't wear his helmet. He thought he was too cool for safety gear, but he knew now that he was wrong. Lil Iguana and Jags tried to cheer up their friend. Instead of judging him, they reminded him that even the best bike riders need to wear their helmets, because sometimes accidents happen. The friends helped each other with their homework and even played a video game before leaving. Mike was happy that his friends had come to see him. It made him feel good knowing that they cared about him even though he made a mistake.
Maybe we can go to the skate park this weekend and try out some new tricks?
Asked Mike. The friends agreed, and Mike promised to always wear his safety gear. The end. Thanks for listening. Now, let's learn more about the lesson from this story. Wear the gear that protects you. There are all different kinds of safety gear you can wear when playing outside. Whenever you ride your bike, always remember to wear your helmet. Your head is fragile like an egg, and if you fall off your bike, your helmet will protect your head from becoming scrambled eggs. When you ride your skateboard or scooter, always wear your knee pads, elbow pads, wrist guards, and helmet to keep you safe. If you're in the sun, always remember your sunscreen to keep yourself from burns.
You gotta put on your safety gear, whatever you do throughout the year. Put on your safety gear, there'll be no accidents round here. If you're riding your bike or skateboarding, just follow the rules. It's safety we like, so if you fall, no break, no rules. Put on your safety gear, whatever you do throughout the year. Put on your safety gear, and you will have fun with none of the fear. Don't forget your elbow pads, man. It's not cool. You didn't wear your helmet and you acted like a fool. So here's the rule. Just wear the gear that you need to protect you. Put on your safety gear. Whatever you do throughout the year, put on your safety gear. There'll be no accidents round here. When you play in the sun, there's some gear you have to rub on so you can have fun. And know your skin won't burn like a hot bun. Put on your sunscreen, man. Every day there are things that you wear to protect you when you play sports or games. You need to be protected just the same. Put on your safety gear. Whatever you do throughout the year, put on your safety gear. Lots of fun, no worry, no fear.
You gotta be buckling up your helmet with your chin strap real tight. You're riding up on your skateboard with your knee pads all right. You're keeping yourself protected so you won't be getting hurt. You're being real careful so you won't be lying in the dirt.
Put on your safety gear. Put on your safety gear. Safety is Irene, man. My bones are not strong if I tumble off my skateboard with no wrist guards on. So sing this song and tell your friends to sing along. Put on on your safety gear. Whatever you do throughout the year, put on your safety gear.